Hi everyone, so these are my two dogs here. We've got Splodge, who you can see here, and he is still a puppy. He is about 9 months old now, and this is Maple, and she is going on 2. They're both Labradoodles, and they are both a miniature to medium size. Maple's a girl, Splodge is a boy, and they are both a fleece coat Labradoodle, and they are half siblings, so they share a mum. You can see how sort of big they are compared to my leg here. So I thought it would be fun today just to tell you all about what I feed them, including treats, their regular everyday food and their supplements. When I talk about a raw food diet, which I do go into, I don't mean that they can just have a purely raw meat diet. That will make them very sick. They also need other supplements, vegetables, fruits, yeast, dairy to complement that raw meat. Otherwise dogs can get very sick. So I just wanted to clear that up before I started on showing you what I feed them. So this is an overview of everything I feed my dogs, including their dry food, their wet food, treats and supplements. And I'll just scroll up so you can see that there. So I'm going to go into more detail about each one separately, but for now that's an overview of everything in their diet that I feed them. So this food that you can see here makes up their everyday food. So I have in the back Meals for Mutts dry food. That's kangaroo and lamb. And I have this roll here. This is a cooked roll, kangaroo and potato. They also have the kangaroo big dog raw burgers or patties. And we've just found this one, which is another raw food from the same brand as the roll. So this is what they get every day. I feed them twice a day, once in the morning and once at night. And this is what they always get each day. They have kangaroo because Maple has a very sensitive stomach and also skin issues, and we've tried a lot of different meat proteins, and kangaroo is the one that she can tolerate fine without having any outbreak of skin issues or upset stomach. We also regularly give our dogs raw bones. These ones are 100% Australian lamb bones that are by the same brand that we get the roll and the new raw patties from. And these are really good. They have a lot of meat on them, and they're just great for dental health. So they help to keep their teeth healthy, and they also help bones to get roughage into their diet, which keeps their poos nice and firm. And keeping their poos nice and firm, as gross as it is to talk about, it keeps their anal glands emptied, which is really important too. So that we give those to them, once a week, and they actually keep them going for quite a long time, just chewing on outside for a very long time. They're obviously an outside treat only because they're very messy. And while I'm on the subject of bones as well, I never feed the rawhide bones. They're not actually really bones, but the rawhide bones or dog products that you can find in the pet shops. I avoid them because I've heard that they can actually cause damage to the dog's digestive tracts, and they can get stuck and cause a lot of damage. So I think, you really can't go past just raw healthy bones for dogs. It's as natural as you can get. It's great for them, and I would recommend that as a teeth cleaning thing over any of the commercial things that are produced that are really heavily manufactured, I guess. I mean, this is just a natural thing that dogs would naturally eat in the wild. The wolves would have eaten for hundreds of years, so I would recommend that over any other thing that you can buy for teeth cleaning. These are the supplements I give them. So I give them the organic unrefined coconut oil once a week, and I give them half a teaspoon of that. That's really good for antibacterial. It's great to keep the skin and the coat healthy. It's got a lot of good essential fatty oils in there, and they love it. They just take it off the spoon. And I also give this to them every day as well. So I give them the Digesticare 60 by Black Paws. And that is a probiotic for dogs, cats, and also small animals. So rabbits and guinea pigs can have it as well. Johnny, can't see what I'm doing, bud. And that is really good. That has really, really helped their digestion because, as I said, Maple particularly has quite a sensitive digestion, and that has really helped her digestion to improve. So I give them that once a day with their food as well. I usually mix it into their raw meat. And these are the treats that they get. So I've only just bought these ones. I wouldn't give these regularly, and I had avoided them altogether because they had trouble. I'd heard of them having trouble with getting them stuck in dog digestive tracts. They've improved them a lot since then, but I've only bought them as a treat for when I trim Splodge's hair, so it gives him something to focus on. They're good for dental hair. Who's got dental hair? They're good for dental health, I mean. They're good for dental health, so they help keep the teeth clean, but it's much better just to get a raw bone that is safe for them. Never give them cooked bones, they're really dangerous and you can get stuck in their throat and digestion, but raw bones are much better and much healthier for keeping their teeth clean. So you really don't need these unless for some reason, you know, you can't give your dogs bones, but I haven't heard of that before. But yeah, so we just bought them as a treat, very rare treat for when I trim Splodge's hair, so that's not a regular. This is the main treat that we give them. It's actually a complete small batch dog food, so it's actually, you know, it can be used as a total food source, but it's very expensive, so we can't afford to feed it to them all the time, but it makes a great treat because it's actually a complete food source, where a lot of treats that you can buy are not actually that healthy. So you can see it's all, you know, very healthy there, and they absolutely love it. So it's a great treat, especially, you know, when you're training them, because you do go through a few treats when you're training, and this is great because you know they're getting really good nutrition through their treats. This is a really occasional treat again. It's yogurt drops, so it does have sugar in it and it's not the best treat. It's a very occasional treat. I mean, we bought this back ages ago and it's lasted us so well, so I give that to them when they need a really good incentive for behaving well. So if we're going to the beach and they need to be able to, you know, I need to be able to recall them and they need to be able to come back to me, I will just break up. I won't give them one at a time because it's just so much sugar. I'll break it up into little pieces, and that just helps to encourage them to come back, get a treat when I call them. Or if I need to groom them, trim their hairs around their eyes or brush them, anything like that, these are great because they're a really treaty sort of thing. I don't get them very often either. So the things I look for when choosing a dog food, I look for high quality ingredients. You want things that have actual good complete proteins in them, so proper meat, not just, you know, meat extract or things like that. You want proper meat. So here you can see on here it's got kangaroo meat, bones, you know, all kangaroo organ meat. It's got the vitamins and minerals, it's got flax meal, apples, so it's got some vegetables, it's got some oils, it's got some fruit, and it's got proper meat in it. It doesn't have any other rubbish that would be added, any fillers or any you know, other rubbish that they don't need, and it helps keep their digestion so healthy. So I would look for that. I also make sure that I'm in Australia, so I look for Australian made. You want that, obviously you want that with the raw meats, because, you know, you want them to be fresh. These are all natural, 100% Australian raw ingredients. Same with this one here. And again, you can see that it's just very basic ingredients. Same with the big dog raw patties that we have here. This one has more in it. I just take this camera to focus with this camera. Oh, sorry about that terrible camera. This has more in it. It's got finely ground kangaroo bone, kangaroo heart, so it's got all the offal in there, you know, with the kidneys and liver and that sort of thing. And then it's got the vegetables, the fruits, the egg, the probiotics, the prebiotics, that sort of thing. So that's what you want to look for, just stuff that they need, none of the fillers and that sort of thing, because it's not going to help their health at all and you're just wasting your money. Same with the dry food. You want that to be made in the country you're from. Again, for me, that's Australia. And if it's made in another country, you can see up here it's 100% Australian made and owned. If it's made in another country, it's going to go through, you know, a lot of processes. It's going to go through the radiation that they do as they pass things through security and quarantine and all that. And a lot of the good nutrients, by the time your dog gets it, are actually going to be gone from the food. So if you can find a locally made food, it's going to be much, much better. Now we have the gluten-free one, as I said, our dogs do have, which is typical of Labradoodles, do have quite sensitive digestion. It says down here, it's holistic formula, there's no preservatives or artificial colours, it's natural and organic, I can't talk today. It's natural and organic ingredients, it's no meat byproducts, it's just pure meat, and it's scientifically formulated by leading Australian food technologists and nutritionists. It's a complete food. You want a complete food, you don't just want a food supplement or something like that. That means it's just got a lot of fillers, it's not balanced, and it's not going to be as healthy for your dog. You want like a complete food that has all the proper meat proteins in there, and anything else that is added is going to be a benefit to help your dog.